All right, welcome in everybody to the deep dive. Sometimes we take a look at these huge, complicated topics, but today we're going to keep it simple, like really simple. We're diving into a song, Baby Baby, by D Wonder Boys.
And I mean, when we say we're diving in, we're looking at the lyrics. That's it. Just the words on the page.
And our mission. Well, we want to see if we can dig out some interesting stuff, some insights for you guys from something so seemingly basic. Because let's be honest, at first glance, you're just looking at the word baby over and over.
You got baby, baby. Sometimes it's just baby all alone. And then, well, then you get these strings of them. 6, 7, even 8 babies all in a row. So the question becomes, what's the point of all that repetition? What does it actually do?
It's tempting to just brush it off, right? Like, oh, it's just a cute, lovey-dovey word. But you don't repeat something that much without a reason, especially in a song. There's got to be more to it.
Exactly. Think about how repetition works in music in general. You hear a melody repeated, a rhythm, it gets stuck in your head, it can be powerful, even hypnotic. And here, that repeated element, it's the word baby.
So maybe, yeah, there's that surface level, like it's a sweet nickname. But when it's repeated this much, this intensely, maybe it's pointing to something deeper, like the intensity of the feeling itself.
Yeah, like maybe it's meant to mirror just how overwhelming that emotion can be, how all-consuming. It's not just a casual baby, you know what I mean? It goes beyond that. There's actually a bunch of research on how repetition in music works, and one thing it shows is, even with simple things, repetition builds familiarity, and familiarity leads to, well, a stronger emotional connection.
It's interesting because the more I think about it, the less it feels like these lyrics are trying to tell a story.
Yeah.
It's more like they're trying to create a feeling, a specific vibe through the sound and the rhythm of that one word.
Absolutely. It becomes about the word itself, the sound of baby, the way it feels to say it, and the way the repetition changes, sometimes more, sometimes less. It creates this dynamic. It's like a wave of emotion ebbing and flowing.
I don't know, just reading the lyrics, it's almost like you can hear the melody in your head.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Super simple, catchy. The word itself almost becomes like a percussive element in the song.
That's what pop music does so well. It takes these big, complicated feelings and boils them down to something really accessible, something you remember. But now I'm curious, when you read these lyrics and you hear that repetition, what feeling does it give you? Is it innocent? Or does it feel a little, I don't know, a little more demanding?
So let's take stock here. What's the big takeaway from this? Well, we started with the super simple lyric, baby, baby, and what did we find? Layers. We found potential meanings in the repetition and how it makes you feel. It's a good reminder, I think, that even when something looks basic, it can still pack a punch.
For sure. You could argue that baby, baby is really an experiment in seeing how much emotion you can squeeze out of one word just by repeating it.
Right. So remember that constant repetition. It's not just there for no reason. You might be highlighting how strong the feeling is or exploring different facets of it, or maybe it's just about the sound, the pure sonic impact.
Whatever it is, it shows how even something as simple as the word baby can tap into these really primal human emotions, and it does it in a way that hits you hard.
Now, here's a question for you to ponder.
Hmm.
Music and language, they have a way of going in cycles, right? Friends come back around. So think about that in the context of baby, baby. This intense repetition, what does it tell us about the stuff that always seems to resonate in pop music? About what humans want and experience at our core? Something to chew on. Thanks for diving in with us today.